within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked!
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
There's no shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
Bang, bang, bang.
Water you turned into wine. Open eye. There's no one like you. None like
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
into the
Time check, it's 9 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Growing Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM.
eyes. There's
You're also viewing us on several media platforms. Yes, on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, Corridor Transformation on YouTube, 648 Television, Irvin Felix, all of them on YouTube, The Growing Report on YouTube.
higher than any
You can also get us at Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. You can get us on, yes, at Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook too. And on TikTok, eh? Good morning to each and every one of you. A happy spiritual holiday. A Good Friday to each and every one of you.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
For this holiday, let me do something the other way around. Let me first say a pleasant good morning to Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. Of course, a good morning to all and sundry in Trinidad, East, West, North, South, Central, or friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. I want to confess, however, that I really thought that I had a day off today, Saturday, having, of course, gone
Saturday,
to my favorite water hole last night. But of course, I got up, my computer was reading wrong in terms of time, so I flew down here only to find out that I'm almost half an hour early, earlier than I thought. So that is how it is sometimes when you are committed to the job and committed, of course, to the work of making sure that the information reaches the public in more ways than one. So, good morning to you as well, my friend, and good morning to Snipes as well.
So you thought this morning when you get up there was Saturday morning? Eh? Lennox, you thought it was Saturday morning when you get up this morning?
Yeah, boy. yeah, actually it was
Serious?
Saturday morning. I have a timing in my, in my body, where of course I normally get about 2 o'clock, and prepare for the day's shows. I'm not paid for that, but of course it's my commitment to making sure that the information that we deliver on a daily basis is one that can withstand scrutiny, and the veracity of which cannot be questioned. So
nice.
So this morning I just jumped up. So I've two.
No, that's because you went Spargos, That's because you went Spargos. Remember, Spargos is on Friday.
In addition to that, I think my son would have taken my phone, so I didn't consult the phone. I couldn't consult it because they are in a different part of the building. And so I got up. The bogus or the erroneous timing of a laptop that I normally would have now, I think is a tablet here. So I consulted that. So I saw a time after 6 o'clock. I said 24 minutes past 6, but outside looking dark. But I just do what I had to do, prepare myself, and
run down there thinking you're after 6.
I got to the car, and that was it.
And when you reach there, you realize you're half an hour early.
Yeah.
Well, I like how that tablet sets you up. Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you, Director Snipes, because we know there's a kind of first time for you too. When it comes to holidays, he really didn't used to come out. But there's a new commitment to him too, and we want to thank him so much for that commitment. That so long as a holiday fall, whether Monday. So long as it's between Monday and Friday, the ground report is on. So a holiday fall Saturday, Sunday, well, all right, amen, we get a holiday Saturday, Sunday. But so long as it's Monday to Friday, the ground report on, because we have a flavor for every holiday. Oh, boy. So, Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning to you as well, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Lennox, Trinidad, Tobago, and of course, the wider world.
Yes.
So I want to commend him, of course, for being here, on time, and always, of course, at the controls, doing the human service that we believe we are doing as a team, and therefore, of course, no one should be left out in terms of this level of commitment to national duty.
Yeah, that board, I ain't gonna lie, that board inside there, them controls in there is a kind of madness, boy. I feel I might have taken a little too long. I know all of that. That's too much drama there, boy. When I do all that drama there, hook so, locking so, bring so, I say, when I getting older, man. And when start oh boy.
You're never too old to learn.
Yeah,
so I
sure.
myself will have to take a stint, because Snipes will not always be here, and therefore we have to have contingencies that makes
in place,
that we continue. Yes, we continue regardless, because no one really is expendable or inexpendable, I should say. And
that
therefore,
is so true.
Yeah, and therefore, of course, we have to take over. No one either is here to turn stone either. You never could tell when we can make our departure for one reason or another.
That is true. That is truth. Well, today is Friday, Lennox Smith. Good Friday. So by the meanwhile,
yes,
but before we go into that, just give me some headliners anyhow one time. And then because I have a good Friday, I have some clip there to play about this Good Friday, you know, what it's about and all those various things. But you could give me the little headliners by the time, man. You know, you look at the hour, you just, oh, yeah, maybe you get time to run through nothing. When you see 10 past 6.
That is what I was saying subliminally, but that doesn't mean that the commitment is not there. So therefore, I came in the studio early, and I had to simply consult right here, so that in fact I'm doing that as we speak. So the audience or the listenership has not lost anything, because we still have, of course, all of the headlines, whether it be Express, Guardian, of course, and the other international news as well, because I make it a point to, of course, be as comprehensive as possible in case, of course, that comes up during the course of the program. And so you notice that almost every single subject that is brought up by the listenership or the callers and so on, we are able, of course, to respond to simply because of that commitment and dedication. But let me go straight and say that laborer charged, that's the Express, laborer charged with, of course, cricketer's murder. So that cricketer that was
somebody amen. Somebody well, then it's still innocent till proven guilty, but amen. Somebody actually got.
Yeah. And I think that is good. That is good. That's a good sign. Pararat, of course, government meeting with Shell. So. Of course, there is the criticism, and I have not looked at the entire article, but certainly it has to be in response to Stuart Young's claim that the government is not at the dinner table, so to speak, or at the negotiation table. Well, of course, Pararat is saying that government meeting with Shell, a major player in the cross-border gas and oil deal that has been there from time immemorial, and while of course there were several false starts claimed by the previous administration, they went and do the Congo line and all of that, but of course it is this government that seemed to have a solid hold on this particular matter. Prisoner lured from bank, robbed in Cuba. All right. No, sorry, pensioner. Why am I saying prisoner? Pensioner lured from bank and of course robbed by in Cuba.
Give me an idea now, lured from bank, because remember recently we heard somebody get robbed, a police get robbed at ATM. Now we hear about bank again, and now it's pensioner. Yeah. So now they started targeting banks.
Yeah, like Republic Bank is in the news. A 76-year-old pensioner was robbed of cash, a cell phone, and bank cards after being lured into a vehicle by two women.
Oh, God! Them women and them is criminals now, boy.
Yeah, at the Cuba Bank.
And I wonder if that gun and thing too.
This bank looking familiar. Bank on Wednesday afternoon. Police said that the woman had withdrawn $4,000 from Republic Bank around 2 p.m. when she was approached by two women who befriended her and offered to drive her home. She entered the back seat of a pearl and white vehicle driven by one of the women. So even the driver would have been a woman as well. However, on reaching the southern main road near the Cuba Savannah, the driver suddenly stopped. Two men exited a black. Okay, so there is a conspiracy.
The woman and them dread now, boy.
A black vehicle with one opening the passenger door of the white car and assaulted the woman, causing her to fear for her safety. The suspects stole the victim's handbag containing the $4,000 cash, a Samsung dual SIM cell phone valued at $1,000, and several bank cards and identification documents before fleeing in a black vehicle. So what that says that the senior citizens must now be extremely careful.
If the man and them was smart, they should have, and if it was a togetherness thing, they should have organized two and just hit one, the driver and the passenger who load them, they a slap to take the bag and thing, and then they'll play the ball in, and then that just had to carry the woman to the station.
Oh, yeah.
All, and then pretend well they didn't know.
In policing term, it is called a sting operation, but in this case, is a conspiracy to commit a crime, and therefore,
the two women go catch here. Why? Because one person get robbed. So the bank now, they just had to organize and pick up the number plate of that car, right? They will find out who's going to make off. You see them and thief that car. They use their own flipping car, they're stupid. And instead they organize two and they let the teleman and them hit we two, slap two, take we things too. When we meet again, give we back.
But
and
then that did not happen. So clearly the logic, the conclusion is clear, but it also says that investigators obtained CCTV footage reportedly showing the registration numbers, yes, of both vehicles. So I think that might have been I don't think it's not a botch robbery, but certainly it's one that could be solved.
Both in trouble, but yeah. Because I doubt both is thief car. They just make a mistake and pull up to wait her camera. They they take the woman with her camera and they stop off and pick up two members with her camera. Wow. That's good. I find all them criminal elements must be that dumb. That's good.
Yeah, definitely. You see, desperation and opportunity, low-hanging fruit, and therefore a victim who is in that situation, elderly, they tell themselves, well, look, that is taking food from a baby, but it has not turned out to be so for sure, because I doubt that will not be solved in short measure.
Wait, so that was yesterday.
Yeah, the victim Wednesday, yes.
Well, at least they do it the day before the what we just call it. They say that Thursday is the Holy Thursday. What we call it?
Holy Thursday, yes. Holy Thursday.
But then do it with the Friday.
So they got a rude awakening by some divine intervention that they didn't cater for.
Oh gosh! Well, then today, Good Friday, they may be kneeling down and repenting for their sins. Take some action.
Let's hope so, but I would prefer that the police hold them and let them repent behind bars.
Oh my gosh! What else you have there for us? What
well, finally, the victim was expected to give a further statement yesterday, as she reportedly felt unwell following the incident. So a lesson from this, please, elderly, senior citizens, make sure that you're secure and you be circumspect, because there are people who are lurking to, of course, relieve you of your hard earned. All right, Angostura appoints Forbes as a substantive CEO after acting stints. So there's a shake-up in Angostura. Padarat outlines water relief plans. Yesterday we had quite a number of persons indicating that water is problematic for them at this time. So here is Padarat responding. So I suppose he would have listened to the ground report, I suppose. Arima Mayor to resign in short time. So the issue of the mayor of Arima, remember, he attended 2 functions in addition to attending a UNC event, and that, of course, angered several people in the party. Of course, Ashton Ford was at the helm of the criticism of the mayor, saying that he's not pursuing PNM, and these are my words, PNM propaganda and political, what I consider to be grandstanding and opportunism. So he says that he's going to resign in short order. Well, of course,
who? Ashton Ford? Wait. Ashton Ford.
Ashton Ford was leading the charge.
From Tunapuna?
Yeah, was leading the charge. And I suspect that he was the advisor to the mayor at one point in time, but it looked as though like he was fired, so he has a serious chip on his shoulder.
Wait. Let me catch it a little bit. The former MP for Tunapuna, Ashton Ford, who was, I think, a deputy speaker of the House.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he was an MP. I think he was the general secretary of the party. I don't. But think
you saying Ashton Ford, you know?
Yeah.
I feel you had the name wrong, you know.
All right. Well,
Ashton Ford.
Remember?
Ashton?
Yeah, it's Ashton Ford. Yes, I don't think that I'm wrong in that regard. But let me just check the article itself and see. As I said, I didn't get.
Just get my idea what the Tunapuna man that name now. The one the one who used to have Tunapuna. They say you used to go all the church. They say you used to go all the funeral.
That's our good friend who former deputy speaker.
Yeah, we call his name. What's his name?
What's his name, boy? All right, let me just read the article a little bit. Opposition leader Penlu Beckles says Arima Mayor Baliram Bali Maraj has indicated we shall see an effective resignation within the short time. She was speaking at a lantern hamper. And again, Mama Guy people in East Port of Spain. So here we go.
So who going on resign?
Resign?
The mayor?
The mayor, yeah.
Like the same mayor that got the controversy that went to something with the UNC? So they're going at T-boy.
Yeah, of course. And as I say, Ashton Ford was the man who led that charge. I'm trying to get his name here, but I'm not.
Oh, Ashton Ford is the red man.
The red man. That's
former
right.
Deputy secretary of the PNM.
That's right. That's the man.
Former secretary of the PNM. Ashton Ford.
She was speaking at a lantern hamper. That is important to me. Lantern hamper and treats distribution hosted by Port of Spain South MP Keith Scotland at his Piccadilly Greens Port of Spain office yesterday. And I want to say to him, of course, that Nelson Street is just a stone's throw from Piccadilly Street. In fact, it's the next street heading east when you cross the dry river. And
Brown said
for over 10 years, see that people's raw sewer was, of course, backing up in the yard and almost on the street itself, on the road, in that particular area where HGC has its high-rise facility.
You don't have time for them.
Of course,
but like Anne Brown said,
it took me, and of course,
inciting
Philip Alexander to, of course, move into action. And I passed there yesterday and see that work
still ongoing.
Is continuing, yes. Yeah, but the sewer is no longer affecting the neighborhood in general, and of course those young children who would be mischievous enough to mash or to close and play.
Yeah, but look, Anne Brown is saying that
go ahead.
Anne Brown is saying they want to put a woman there now. That's why most likely you see a resignation of that mayor of Arima there, because they want to put some woman there now. What's your thoughts?
Well, I will not be surprised, but to me that is water under the bridge. That is of no consequence. The fact is that the PNM has reached the zenith of the people's tolerance, the anathema that the people have against them, the hatred, in other words, that the people have for them, and of course the level of hypocrisy and self-righteous indignation that seem to be part and parcel of their forte now, without telling us what they would have done, firstly, if they were in government, because they simply can't. And then, of course, they have a track record that the population would want preferably to put behind them.
Okay, then. So, firstly, I want to go here. Let's take that quick break and come back. When we come back,
okay.
What is a Good Friday holiday? Got questions?
That will be interesting, of course, and I'll give the reason why fish is the focus.
Yeah, boy.
TNTech wants you to fly safe. While enjoying this kite flying season, remember, kites touching power lines can cause power outages. You could also be electrocuted. For safe kite flying, fly kites in open fields, away from streets, highways, power lines, electrical installations, and equipment. Use dry string, never wire. Don't remove kites that are entangled on poles or power lines. Don't fly kites in wet weather. Wet strings conduct electricity. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Hey guys, looking for a smart way to grow your savings for a limited time? The Trinidad and Tobago Police Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with PCU Fixed Deposit. Visit any of our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get yours started today. For more details, visit policecreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU. That's 612-4PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We report the news, real stories in real time. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Today is Good Friday, a day of solemn reflection and reverence. We remember the ultimate sacrifice made on our behalf, a reminder of love, forgiveness, and hope. Let us take this day to pause, reflect, and draw strength from faith. Talk City 91.1 FM wishes you a thoughtful and blessed Good Friday.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
This is Talk City 91.1. 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, so let me take in, or let us take in. What is Good Friday / Holy Friday?
In today's video, I'll answer your question, what is Good Friday or Holy Friday? Then afterward, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end. Good Friday, also called Holy Friday, is the Friday immediately preceding Easter Sunday. It is traditionally celebrated as the day of Jesus' crucifixion. Many Christians celebrate Good Friday with a subdued service, usually in the evening. The singing of solemn hymns, the offering of prayers, scripture readings, and a message on Christ's suffering on our behalf are often part of a Good Friday service. Also, Christ's death is remembered with the observance of the Lord's Supper, or communion. Some Christian traditions enforce a strict fast on Good Friday, and worshipers wear black and cease from work, treating Good Friday as a day of mourning. In some countries, people bake hot cross buns and serve them to friends and family. However Christians choose to observe Good Friday, the grace sacrifice of Christ should be the focus. The death of Christ, commemorated on Good Friday, was unlike any other death. Jesus' death was truly a sacrifice for sin. For God presented Jesus as the sacrifice for sin. People are made right with God when they believe that Jesus sacrificed his life, shedding his blood. This sacrifice shows that God was being fair when he held back and did not punish those who sinned in times past, for he was looking ahead and including them in what he would do in this present time. God did this to demonstrate his righteousness, for he himself is fair and just, and he makes sinners right in his sight when they believe in Jesus. Romans chapter 3, verses 25 and 26 in the NLT. The Bible does not instruct Christians to observe Good Friday. Neither does it forbid such an observance. The Bible gives us freedom in these matters. Romans chapter 14, verse 5 says, "One person considers one day more sacred than another. Another considers every day alike. Each of them should be fully convinced in their own mind." Believers are to remember Christ's death every time they observe the ordinance of the Lord's Supper. Jesus' words at the Last Supper are recorded in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 24. "Do this in remembrance of me. For whenever you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes." What is good about Good Friday? What the Jewish authorities and Romans did to Jesus was definitely not good. It was evil. See Matthew chapters 26 through 27. The answer lies in the etymology of the English word good. In Middle English, the adjective good held a sense of being holy or sacred. Before standardized spelling, the word also appeared in several different spellings. The connotation of being holy is carried through in modern observances of Good Friday. Beyond etymology, Good Friday can be called good because of the results of Christ's death on the cross. Jesus' sacrifice was a demonstration of God's love for us. Through Jesus' death, we can have peace with God. While we were God's enemies, we were reconciled to him through the death of his Son. Romans chapter 5, verse 10. As 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 18 says, "Christ suffered for our sins once for all time. He never sinned, but he died for sinners to bring you safely home to God." That first Good Friday, it seemed that evil was in control, but it was only a temporary arrangement. In fact, Jesus was clear that the powers of darkness were given divine permission to act against him. Jesus told Pilate, "You would have no power over me if it were not given to you from above." John chapter 19, verse 11. God allowed the hatred, the conspiracy, the false accusations, the sham trials, and the murder of his Son on Good Friday. Through the crucifixion of Christ, God used the basest desires of evil men to accomplish the greatest good, the provision of salvation for mankind. The result was glorious. He bore the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 12. Want to learn more? Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Visit GotQuestions.org for more good content and check the details section below this video. There you'll find
Yes, Lennox Smith, and you had something else to add to that? Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, of course. Yesterday I was doing a little tit in terms of the fish, and of course that the fish symbolizes is a sacred, let's say, should I say, sacred thing, and but it also symbolized the fact that Jesus Christ took those loaves of bread and fish and fed the multitude, but it also marks a substitute for meat. So remember, you're coming out of the Lenten season, and therefore meat would have been abstained. You would have been doing some sacrifices during that period to be as pure as possible, and so fish is the preferred meat, or should I say meal, that you would use rather than meat itself in order to continue with this religious and spiritual journey that Christians would take. So that's essentially what it is all about. But it also symbolizes, as I said, Jesus Christ, of course, feeding the multitude with just a couple loaves of bread and about two fish. The plural of fish is fish. But if you have different types of fish, then you say fishes. Yeah. So that's what I have on that particular matter. Yes, indeed. Of course, yes, it was Ashton Ford. He was a former mayor, but I have not seen any record that he was a parliamentary representative. Yes, and of course, he was also the general secretary of the party for a very long time, across the different leaders. So we have that on record as well. And of course, we open the lines. Those of you who may have some additional information about Good Friday and about, of course, these particular matters that we would have raised, well, your turn has reached. So call and leave a voice note as well, and we will, of course, engage. What again we have in the news?
Before we go to the end, before we continue news, you mentioned about why the fish and all them thing, right? But but I think people like fish because they say it's a healthier meat than chicken. Is it a healthier meat than chicken?
Well, that's the information I have as to its Christian or spiritual involvement as far as Christians are concerned.
All right, so
but I have no doubt that is a healthier meat because fat and so on will not be part and parcel of your daily diet if you're eating fish regularly.
Okay, let me ask Google here if fish is more healthier than chicken. All
right.
Yeah, because we have to know, man. Early Kendrick Passard here. Let me hear Kendrick Passard very early here. Let's hear what Kendrick Passard have to say. Early Kendrick Passard is up on the holidays. I wonder whether he home or he on the road for this Good Friday. Holy Thursday, Holy Friday. Kendrick, you on the road? We have to know, man. You just overwalk by? Oh, God. Right. So let me see now. Because that's what we have to do. I will have an idea now between fish and who is healthier. Let me see there now. Google, between fish and chicken, which one are more healthy? Both fish and chicken are excellent, high quality, and lean protein sources that fit into a healthy diet. Right. However, fish is generally considered more nutritious. Okay.
Right. Well, you have the answer.
I
would have thought that as well. I mean, if you had said between fish and beef, well, I mean, or pork, the answer would have been obvious.
Or they say due to the unique profile of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acid and heart health benefits. So that they indicating like the fish, like the fish a little bit. I don't think you'll get omega-3 in chicken.
Okay. No, that's something. Of course, I take note and I've learned. Yes.
They say both. So they say both fish and chicken are excellent, high quality and lean proteins sources that fit into a healthy diet. However, fish is generally considered more nutritious due to the unique profile of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acid. And healthy for the heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so fish is the most healthy.
And good for the heart.
Yeah. But let me say we get fish that grow up in a drain, like in the Beatam. You know the Beatam drain they so and we pull that day. That fish go be good?
Yeah, because I have seen, I'm not saying somebody told me, I've seen some Chinese actually fishing there.
In the drain there where all the chemicals going down that water, they so?
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Are you getting big fish hunting in there?
Yeah. Some pretty large. Well, I just call it wabine. In Lavington, we call it wabine. And then you have kuskies as well. They have a different shape. Wabine is much more broad.
Cuskadoo?
Kuskies are more narrow, yeah, in terms of their bodies. But I've seen Chinese actually fishing there very early in the morning because quite a number of the fish will assemble just below the bridge, north of just north of.
But you see Chinese, but what about the Beatam people?
In one of those drains. I don't think that that is favored by the Beatam people.
Oh, they don't favor by them.
Yeah. But of course, the Chinese probably saying, well, listen, well, they have all this protein wasting. Let me show you, or let me at least get my fill. I don't know if anybody in the Beatam, because remember, Beatam is crossed by about 11 main drains. Beatam, from what we would normally call from the flyover, or more importantly the citrus growers there, that drain right up to the Mover Junction. There are about 11 to 12 main drains, and it appears that they would have explored all of them in order to get the largest fish that would have been living there for some time, but not Beatam. I can tell you, the Beatam people will not eat that.
Okay, let's say something here. Let's
get. Good morning, Andy. Good morning. Morning, Trinidad Tobago. Happy Good Friday. Everyone, Trinidad Tobago. Most important. Anyway, everybody in the chat. Andy, Lennox, listen. I hear what you say about the broadway. My opinion is that they have no right to put that on air or put that in public. So what they find, or what they do, or what they camera, they're supposed to keep that quiet until they apprehend such men. You know what I say?
You're not coming across. Let me try our next one from you, Kenneth. They're not coming across too clean.
Morning, Andy again. I don't know if you hear me, man, because my I had on the wrong Bluetooth on, and you don't have to play the second one. Andy, morning again, Trinidad Tobago. Happy Good Friday for everyone in Trinidad Tobago. Many blessings. Andy, I hear nobody talking about the robbery for the pensioner. Listen, they have no right to put that on the air, that what they found and what they suspect, that what the camera is. They have no right to do that. That's my opinion, you know. Everybody have their own different thing they do with investigation. They don't do things like that, you know, because that's alerting the criminals, because they're supposed to let them know that, not to let them know that they're coming for them or what they found. They're supposed to keep it quiet and then find those people, do the investigation, run the plate, find them, and you know where to find them. Then you get the suspect and make sure that you get the right person, and then they could let the public know. But they do it wrong side. They do it very, very wrong side. And that's wrong. Totally wrong. That's opinion. Then again, that's my opinion, right? That's my opinion, right? And if that is where they have to do, they cannot catch those criminals and they'll get away with murder, right? They can't do that. They have to do it secretly. When they find, then they act on it. All right, that's my opinion. All right, have a nice day, and happy Good Friday for everybody. Many blessings.
Right. Before I play the next voice note to Lennox, what I would like to throw out to is, right, although they pick up all those things on camera, it will still take the woman to go to an ID parade to say, because they can always say, that's not my vehicle, that's not me.
That is the process. That is the process. I think this government is actively considering using footage of that nature to be part and parcel of the evidence evidence in matters that are before the court.
And we know now that
let's hope that happens quickly, because her life could also be in danger as a consequence.
But and then this thing don't come out. They don't say that camera thing. They ain't catch nobody yet. And I hearing that. I just showing you again how the criminal elements is thinking. Bam. Yeah. Right. We finding out where she living. And we going to send two guntas to let that old woman know. When you reach in that station there, make sure you ain't know nobody there. Anytime you know anybody there, we coming back for you and your whole family.
Yeah.
Because
that's reality.
Camera is no evidence.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
They
that's
still
reality.
need that woman. When I and all get shoot, them whole two people, them still need, in order to think, camera pick up the face. When they cross the river, different houses, pick up the two shooters' face, everything. You know them, the short are the two people. You know they want me to come to identify, but they are on mass. But they want me to come to identify. Identify what? I never see the face. They are on mass. That's how stupid it is.
And the defense lawyer will put you to shreds when you are unable to really identify. If the matter would have reached the court.
Because what? The pickup after the shooting, they had on Muslim gongs. While running, you see the taking off the Muslim gongs. You see the exact clothes they have on under that. Then when they cross the river, you see the same clothes were under the gong, walking normal across in the village, where many cameras pick them up, same clothes. And that case contact clothes, because I ain't see the face. You understand,
Yeah. So there must be some adjustments to accommodate, particularly where the focus is cameras. I know that in the UK, for example, that is part and parcel of the evidence cadre that police have to, of course, make certain that they at least reach close to a conviction as possible, because of the cameras, because the person, as you say, might be in a situation like yours.
But what's my
no one will want to expose the self, but when they tell themselves they're safe and they have to walk in public, they then have to take off whatever they disguise with in front of you and have committed what they did. But as I said, you're quite right, if it is that cameras would have seen them subsequently, then that should be admissible as evidence, but it is not the case as yet in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right, and that cameras have been for years in the United States, United Kingdom, most first world countries are being used as one of the major crime solvers. We governments have put up cameras all over, spend millions of dollars, and yet we don't have.
It doesn't subject you now, because it is an objective piece of evidence that can't lie, but it doesn't expose you to, of course, what you just described, which is real. that your life could be in danger because, of course, cases will take time and opportunities for finishing the job is real for these guys who don't want to be convicted, even though
well, then let me
they
ask,
would have committed the crime.
Because you keep saying this government didn't do yet. I don't believe in this until I see action. Action speaks louder than talk, right? Yeah. But government come, government go in Trinidad and Tobago. When it coming to that aspect, Dr. Gary Griffith was there. So then my question is, why have the country, Trinidad and Tobago, put up all these cameras all over all different communities, spend all that money? Is it just, what if camera evidence is no evidence? It's just what? To run down a vehicle to see, well, a vehicle pass here, pass there, and we park up? Then, because give me the logic in spending all that money on CCTV
it's a
cameras.
fair question because I mean it is asinine, it is nonsensical, it is counterproductive in terms of making certain that you capture. So just to use it because investigator want to know where somebody passed or where they would have divest themselves of the clothing that they would have wear in your case does not make sense. The ultimate is to have those kinds of situations admissible in court as part of the evidence and to aid the law enforcement in the process to secure convictions.
Because for instance, that lady will get robbed, they pick up number plate, this, that. All it takes is one person easy. Just one family might have to come and say himself, and they let that family know, oi, let she know you don't know, you can't remember them face. They don't know how to move out. They don't want to move out.
Even if you act on the evidence that the car number plates were identified, I am sure that now that they know, I'm sure that they know that the number plates have been identified. I'm sure they're preparing, of course, an excuse.
Exactly.
A friend could have had the car on that day, and you can't find them, or they,
Who friend?
Particular point in time. So the number of loose ends in such a situation when, of course, one could have simply used it as evidence
and done that
as part of the investigation. Yeah.
And nobody do what she has no informer, and nobody do go and check she family. Nobody do do nothing other than because the camera say, hey, they said it could be used as evidence. Yeah. Well, all right. Be the camera. Go by the camera house and tell the camera, oh, you pick me up. Where pick me up for? All right. Let you and your family move off of these posts.
That's it. I mean, simple as that. But we are
so simple, but yet so hard.
We are very tardy. We are very backward. That should have been simultaneously being considered legislation. That is to make certain that
the 50 million
footage is admissible in court, because they will tell you now when they bring it in court. Now the footage, the courts may not have the appropriate machine to play the footage, all of that. So it's a whole what I consider be ecology of issues that must be engaged and implemented and financed in order to make certain that you catch people and secure conviction as best as you can. And that clearly is one of those that are now missing from the system.
Boy, well then, what is the justification for all that money on CCTV cameras? What? Just to see when somebody get robbed? Just to see? So all that money spent just to Mako? All that money, boy?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
When that money was supposed to be spent on a deterrent? Yeah, and deterrent based on that is evidence that to be decided before the court? Why these brain people, these educated, bright people are so dumb? And I'm blaming all the governments. Until one deal with it, all the government pass through Trinidad and Tobago so dumb by.
That's reality, my friend.
Yeah,
and the legislation ought not to be difficult because there are countries who you could mimic in terms of their own legislation, and you just tweak, and therefore drafting of such a law shouldn't be too difficult because
So,
there are countries that have it already.
Let me ask them, so I still am all kind of confused. The UNC and all was so dumb too, boy. Say it, Lennox Smith, I want to hear you. We watching you. Let me put on this camera big.
Well,
No. I want to put on this camera big. You have
already said all governments. I don't think I need to add to that.
No, but I want to hear from you. If I know what I kind of get curious there. Because I was a part of the government too.
I agree that all governments.
No, well, so I'm asking Lennox Smith, is a Holy Friday partner. Holy, it's Holy Friday, Lennox Smith.
Yeah,
God, there's a godly atmosphere. So the UNC Lennox Smith was so dumb too.
Well, you clearly that the UNC would be involved if it's all.
The man didn't want to answer me, boy. Let me go for the news, yes?
All. We go for a break, Snipes. Oh, we have the news coming up.
This man don't ever answer. You say you clearly all. And everybody watching it,
Why you want me to answer how you want me to answer?
You're big on the TV, everybody watching your face. You know watching it.
Yeah, so I have answered all governments according to Andy. Let's go for the break, and when we come back more on this holy and, of course, Good Friday.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest news to the hour. Minister of Public Utilities Barry Podarath says the government is moving decisively to address what it describes as a decade-long failure in the water sector. Speaking at a post-cabinet media briefing, the minister announced that relief measures will soon reach constituencies. The minister singled out Saparia as the most underserved area in the country, saying that constituency has suffered at least 2 decades of inadequate supply. He said Cabinet agreed to implement short-term measures to remedy the situation, including a pilot project using community tank farms. He revealed that Cabinet has now approved the expansion of that model to other hard-hit areas.
Utilizing the data from WASA, having established these 4 tank farms over the last 2 months, we have moved from 4 water wagons in the constituency of Saparia to now 18. And therefore, with the tank farms being resident in these communities, what it then allows for is a greater turnover in terms of delivery to persons in communities that traditionally would have suffered weeks on end.
He noted that the locations have already been identified and WASA is at the stage of procurement, and a major upgrade is also underway for the Freeport water treatment plant.
While it will be resident in the constituency of which is now Aruka Maloney, formerly Bonaire West, what you would see happening is that there will be a greater supply of water through the Bonaire West treatment plant.
Minister Podarath also reminded that government is moving toward desalination as a permanent solution, with 3 new plants planned for Tobago and South Trinidad. In other news, Shogunas Mayor Faik Mohammed is defending the demolition of the vendors' mall, saying the Borough Corporation acted lawfully and in the public's interest. The move has sparked tensions among vendors, but Mr. Mohammed stressed the corporation is simply enforcing a High Court ruling that affirmed its authority to manage the space.
The matter was previously before the High Court by vendors, when efforts were being made to relocate operations. The court ultimately ruled in favor of Shogunas Borough Corporation, affirming its authority and responsibility for the management of the area, while also establishing that reasonable accommodation must be provided to affected vendors. The corporation acted in accordance with this ruling, with alternative arrangement identified within the Shogunas market.
The mayor emphasized that the space became increasingly unacceptable for use.
The area in question deteriorated significantly. It became an unregulated space, lacking basic infrastructure, such as electricity and running water, and evolve into a serious public health concern and a public nuisance. Additionally, there were increasing instances of individuals informally occupying and subletting spaces, creating further disorder in a location that must be properly governed.
Mr. Mohammed said that the vendors are not being displaced without options, as a structured and lawful alternative has been provided at the Shogunas market, including a 6-month rent-free period to support a smooth transition into a more organized trading environment. Regionally, Cuba has introduced 2 new high-denomination banknotes in an effort to ease cash transactions amid mounting inflation and economic strain. The central bank confirmed that 2,000 and 5,000 peso notes entered circulation on Wednesday, marking the first time Cuba paper currency features women. The 2,000 peso note in violet and pink honors independence patriot Mariana Grajales, while the blue-toned 5,000 peso note depicts guerrilla fighter Celia Sanchez, a close ally of Fidel Castro. Valued at roughly US $4 and US $10, the notes were previewed on the state website Cuba Debate before release. Until now, the highest denomination was 1,000 pesos, but years of rising inflation have forced many Cubans to carry large amounts of cash, often in bags rather than wallets. Internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump has dismissed Attorney General Pam Bondi, a longtime ally and defender of his administration, from her role as the nation's top law enforcement officer. In a post on Truth Social, Mr. Trump praised Ms. Bondi and announced she would be transitioning to the private sector. Her tenure at the Justice Department was frequently marked by controversy, particularly over its handling of files related to Jeffrey Epstein and investigations into the convicted sex offender. Ms. Bondi is the second senior official to be removed in recent weeks, following the departure of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem in March. In weather news, this morning will be fair. It'll become partly cloudy moving into the afternoon, with a few brief showers favoring hilly areas and a low chance for an isolated heavy shower over western Trinidad. Seas are moderate, with waves 2 meters in open waters and 1 meter, occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. And that's the latest from the TTT Newsroom. Do join us in 1 hour for another update.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. Yeah, it's approximately 10 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yes, and just remember again, it have no holiday. So long as it's Monday to Friday, the Ground Report will be on every day. Oh boy. I see here in the because I have some voice notes to play there, but I'm watching here in the Guardian here where they say police have now identified the 6 individuals. Among them are a woman, yes, a woman who were detained following a March 17 raid at a house along Marshall Trace, Monroe Road, Konupia, linking them to an organized crime group involved in human trafficking and prostitution. 54 people were held. Yes, 54 people were held. Yes, no, right. 54, that's no, oh boy.
Yeah, that is a fact. I got a view of that particular article, and again, it shows that not just the police is probably
right. But
stepping
that's
up
finish
their game.
because you will give
No,
us
go ahead.
So they say 54 people.
Try to fill the gap. Yeah, go
no
ahead.
problem. They say 54 people were held during the joint operation by the Counter Trafficking Unit and the Crime Suppression Unit. 6 of them were subsequently kept under the prevention detention order. So 6 of them were under that kind of order. They were all right, go ahead.
Yeah. Where the minister has to, of course, sign off on. Yeah, consistent with the regulations under the state of emergency.
So you have the way for that, you say? You get to see that?
No, well, it's straightforward. The people are engaged in a ring, as the article says, dealing with, of course, prostitution and human trafficking. We wait to see, of course, what will happen. The United States has been very, very, very vocal and critical of Trinidad and Tobago in that particular area. And many of the State Department reports on Trinidad and Tobago has been, of course, reporting on these matters. And I'm glad to see that some kind of action is taken, because one of the criticism is that nobody is being prosecuted, even though, of course, the matter is very rampant, particularly where migrants from Latin American countries, in particular Venezuela, is concerned. So
yeah, but then
that is a good sign.
Well, because I thought I could agree with the human trafficking where people taking people out of Trinidad, kind of how they maybe to take out the kidney and all them kind of bacchanal thing. I hear is take out parts, body parts and all them kind of thing. I know a long time before it had so much of Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago. Right, I could understand it had plenty whole house and them kind of thing. Various parts of Trinidad and Tobago had the little whole house and them, right, to cater for the prostitution aspect of it. But I also had learned in the you saw like spas to massage parlors and all them things. Right before it gets so much. But I also learned by people that rail slow down because it has no middleman again, because it has so much of them women and them out there now. Down to the price and all that here going down. So so they're still bringing in people for prostitution. All of them prostitutes and them now in the bars, in the groceries, and the thing. You're picking them up anyway. It has no middleman again. So people still bringing in women for prostitution. When them women and them take the trade on their own, it has no middleman again.
I suppose for the oldest trade in the world, yes, prostitution, oldest trade in the world, it is said. And if it is that people figure that they can go solo, well, that's it. It means that it has evolved into that. But I know too that, of course, not too long ago, a police officer somewhere in deep south was also convicted for prostitution, and I don't know what has happened with that matter, but you can look it up.
Yeah, but but
the point is that very, very few convictions and investigations have turned out to be successful in terms of making people pay and bringing them to court one, and of course convicting them for that kind of inhumane conduct.
What is inhumane? A woman?
Inhumane.
What?
Yeah. No. Well. When you remember, you like
them
to
giving
use
themselves, you know, them giving themselves.
Pimp, yeah, you take the people's passport. They are beholden to you. Take the passport.
Back then, I don't know.
Lock them up in. No, I'm sure that it is.
That was inhumane. That was inhumane. But now where it is, yes, 100, 200, yeah. And what inhumane of a woman saying yes, she want it, and just give me money.
If they are self-enterprising and decide, of course, to go on their own, well, that's a different story. But normally you have these pimps who would have them in circles and so on, import them from wherever.
A long time.
And a long time.
Yeah, that long time. I hear you're getting them on every corner. They even living next door to you. They're renting next door to you if you're renting. Some of them, if you're working in a grocery, they're in the grocery right there. The other side also, easy. Everybody talking. No middleman.
Like you're remembering the lady who said her husband was only watching when she was passing in front of the police station in Shogunas.
Yeah. She said us that also her husband don't like that. Her husband don't like to see those things in the morning. You know, and that's bad. That's bad. You know, so at least the man admitting to his wife that he don't want to see half naked woman when he's hunting on the morning.
Wise looking, because he could only look to be able to convey that kind of information.
Call a morning.
You convey the information. You have to be looking first. So we don't know the veracity of that statement. But morning.
Morning,
Lennox. Morning, and morning, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, good morning.
Let me go in defense of, yes, on this Good Friday to Trinidad and Tobago. I've been listening. I have quite a few comments, but I was pretty busy.
Yes.
Let me go in defense of you. This morning, and just go straight to Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy.
Hey.
I see you want to put Mr. Lennox to go and say something against his boss. Mr. Lennox is part of this government. I'm coming straight to you. No, I am coming straight as it is to you. Would you tell your boss, if you are a boss, would you tell your boss he's done?
No, how can you tell your boss you're dumb? You want to lose your offer?
But you want Lennox to tell his boss that they're dumb. That is what you want Lennox to do. So I have to defend him this morning.
Yeah, but then
so that's one part.
Yeah, but then Lennox.
Okay.
But then Lennox will be dumb to tell his boss he's dumb. They're dumb.
Lennox is a smart guy. He will go for that. Okay. And the other thing, and this happened last night, and it has me upset. When I hear a co-host of a program that you all know very good is concerning that Shugwana's debacle with those vendors. And he is actually supporting lawlessness and saying what the government is doing, whatever Shugwanas or whatever is doing, they're wrong. They should leave the people there and what is wrong? This is the co-host of a show, you know. This is the co-host of a show. And I know that couldn't happen on your show. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. We gotta get real in Trinidad. We gotta get real for our beautiful country. We have a lot of things to be fixed in this country. The country that I lived over 50 years ago and still love more than the place that I'm living in. But
let me ask you some, because I know that whole situation with the vendors there is a court order. Remember, I mean, it go through the process and it's a court order. So
that's right.
So
that's right.
The co-host is among our station, yeah? This station?
No. The co-host is a nice station that you're very familiar with, and you're very familiar with the person. And he was adamant, and then turns to the owner of the station and asks him, he does not know the laws of the land he's living in, which is the United States. And that bothered me. You understand? Anyway, I'm going on to the other one. You chastised the busman, I believe it was yesterday or sometime, and rightly so. But you had a caller, and you will know who I'm talking about, called in, he didn't call in, he left a voice note stating that segment that you all have concerning words that he don't like it doesn't make no sense. I want to play it back. You can play it back. I don't know if you missed it, but you need to tell him that what you all are trying to do is to also educate people. If he don't want to be educated, that's his problem. And the other thing is, this law about number plate and don't tell people and don't put it on TV, up to a couple of days ago right here in Florida, some guys committed a crime and within 2 minutes, the number plate of the car was on every television station and they called the 4 culprits, 2 women and 2 men. So I just wanted to let you know that, some people who live here think that they know everything about the United States and people in Trinidad doesn't know. But I live here also, and I don't know everything about the United States. I'm still learning, but we're going to get there as far as Trinidad. And I pray every day that my Trinidad, when I left there, going to come back and how it was, brother. And I thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Lenny.
Morning, Snipes, morning, Lennox, morning, Andy. Chicken and fish could never be healthy. I just think the program we to feeling. Because why you had to kill something, season it up, and eat it to get protein. A lion looking for protein or a bear and them thing, they just kill them thing and eat it just so. We killing something as human being, season it up, We design different. We represent or resemble a gorilla. And what gorilla does eat? Greens. And they're one of the most powerful animals on the planet. No man can run up on that. Dr. Sebi said the same thing. Polar bear made to eat meat, and gorilla made to eat plants. If you mix up the diet, what will happen? That's why I see a lot of we getting sick. A lot of we getting diabetes, cancer, and things. These things we eating out here is not healthy. But what I'm saying, if you have to eat them things, make sure and fast often, boy. Telling people that right, you make sure and fast often.
I thought you would have included in it there, knowing that you said they will hunt the meat and they'll eat it raw and get the proteins, but you said that we will get the meat, kill it, and season them up and then cook it to eat it, which you say it's a big indifference. So I thought you'd say, well, the only way that you will support is if we catch the fish, we eat it raw, we catch the chicken, we have to eat all them things raw too, because we are part of the animal world. Unless it's that you're trying to say, but let's continue these voice notes and them they quick. Lennox, you think we'll get more protein out of them fish and things we eat it raw? Like the other animals and them out there?
Well, yes, but of course it wouldn't be palatable as if it is cooked, and it wouldn't be succulent, meaning that easy to chew as raw.
Yeah, but if we start early,
I want to also say that we are omnivores. We are neither herbivores per se, meaning that eating plants, or carnivores eating meat. Those animals he referred to, of course, would eat either one. So, but we are different. We are different, yes. We eat
all, and we cook it too.
So we are omnivores, yes.
We are omnivores.
Omnivores.
Right, we eat all the meat, and we cook them too.
Oh, and plants.
And plants, and we cook it too.
Yeah, and cook where necessary, yes. Because I mean, you could imagine you just have problems when you cook beef, and it hard to chew and tear. Even though you may have canines and you have what, two, but if you cook it, it's much more succulent and much more eatable.
No, but then Lennox Smith, I can give you an argument on that. If from the beginning they didn't introduce the cooking, we jaws would have been and teeth would have evolved to something sharp that we could have eat raw meat and it would have come like a mashed potato eaten, very, very soft.
Yeah,
we'd
but
have evolved to that.
That is if it was so.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to condition that, yes. If it was so.
Right.
Yeah, but just now we may evolve to no need for teeth at all.
Listen, good morning, Mikey, Lennox, and Andy. Lennox, this is one is might be able to fall in your realm, if you allow me to. And when I stand corrected again. Yeah, let me talk about this thing now. We have all these officers doing their job, arresting people, getting the criminals off, But as this thing happening more better now, everybody, seeing all these different cases taking place, people getting arrested and all these things. The revolving door in the court system is where the problem lies. And I think we should look a little more in the law association and them or whoever it is. Andy, let me, you just be on the ground roots. You don't be on the ground. Let me go layman terms here now. What is going on with them judges and the prosecutors and the law association and all them things? Look, if you get somebody with a gun and you know how to get charged, don't wait until 10 years to charge them people on them. Do the right thing and just get it run quickly. You can't wait until like 6 years pass just to get a gun charge going or something. So let me get quick response and let me see if we can get these matters taken care of early. And I'll when prosecutors and then give them enough time to figure out how to do this thing. Give them a time limit, 6 months. All right. Blessings, everyone.
Reporters, good morning. Morning, Andy Ground reporters, good morning.
Morning, Lennox. Snipes. Good morning, Mikey K. Wherever you may be. And those who streaming on the World Wide Web, good morning, good morning. Happy Good Friday to each and every one. Andy, everybody, we created a whole hullabaloo, and I can tell that it's PLM people, you know. Probably some people who humanitarian, yes, but where all them voices was when them come and bulldoze the crops on them in the Martin boy, in the farm boy. All kind of noise you're hearing because why? Shogunas? Because it might be in an Indian-based community side. What all them voices was when they come in Diego Martin, Bagatelle environs and bulldoze a whole acres or 2 acres of land with crops what was done bearing to go in the market to make some money. What was them voices? I don't see we in this country really don't, you know, we hypocrites, you know. Anyhow, I look on and listening.
Yeah, and leave already. I don't know. Imagine how long can people put up in a place. And that thing stand up in court, boy. Because of what reason they put in camera. And men going in front of the camera watching the 7 hours. Does that mean? Because I know it happened already in Trinidad. Eh? Camera pick up men already in front of the court and thing. I didn't know. No. That's it. Case done. You understand? So what's the sense you having camera for picking up people and it's not approving in court? And making no sense. It's best you have no camera in your place and let the bandit them do that they do because they're not stand up in court for this. You understand? I find them things should be standing up in court because it's just you understand, Shaya? It's supposed to be stand up in court.
Andy morning, Snipes morning, Lennox morning. Andy, chicken and fish could never be healthy. I just think the program we...
Good morning, the ground report. And Andy, I'll send you a listing between the 2 Fords. There's 2 Fords, right? One is spelled F-O-R-D and one is spelled F-O-R-D-E. The D-E is standing for the one in Tenapuna. I don't call them the DCs. Now, I got up and I was listening Andy this morning on YouTube. I want to send the clipping for you so that you could play so that the public will know that it have a transmitted DCs that appear again, and it concerns your partner Wayne Search. Right? I'd like you to play it because this Transparency International appear again, and they're talking about. Play it and you will listen. They're talking a bag of crap. So Anil have to now come and analyze them and disclose them and to let the public know a transmitted disease without no cure has appeared again. Transparency International, they call themselves. Right? So read out the message I sent you with the 3 persons. One is Ashton Ford and Ashwin Ford. Right? There are 2 different persons. One red and one is dark. Right? According to Anil, one brown and one black. Right? The one for Arima, he represents the mayorship and plus he represents Arima. At some time ago, I think it's under Chambers or probably only part of Manning state. Right?
Good day, Andy, and happy Easter to all. Let's name who we think should be the Good Friday Boboli. Today, the Boboli will consist of a male and a female Boboli. Everyone can call in and give their choice of who they think should be their male and female Boboli for Good Friday. Today, my choice for female Boboli is Marcia, the Mako talker, and for male Boboli, Busman for his rubbish talk on the ground report. So call in people and give your choice of who you think are your Boobly. Anyway, take care, Andy. And please, people, let's all be safe out there today for the Easter holidays.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Well, all I know, Trump put out something, the underground report. So we'll give that nice Trump segment while you all come with your own front burners and however it go. Do you all believe the Good Friday bubbly today? Which Trump is saying a male and a female. He says his nomination, so you want to know if you all agree with him. It's Marsha the Marco Walker. I don't know why he just call her that. And the boss man for his mad thinking. Oh boy, but I understand why he just said that about the boss man. So let us know. Let me just make sure it have no more voice notes there while I will take a call. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Andy.
Morning,
Andy.
Good morning,
K,
Central.
Lennox Smith, Trinidad and Tobago Central here. Pleasant, good morning. Now, Andy, short and sweet. Let me just wish everybody a good Friday, a happy Good Friday. And you know, everybody enjoy the Easter weekend and the long holidays we have. Be on the safe side, do the right thing, stay focused in this life. Right? Now, Andy, straight to my little point, I just want to address this across the board. Now, I would like our administration to look into, you see, when you go into this public health facility and the pharmacies and them, now, you remember, I had went with a family member, and this is what I have noticed, and I said, you know, any little thing is good to share, so that anybody else going through it can understand, right? Every time you go to the pharmacies in the health facility, and a doctor prescribes something, it never have. They're always telling the public, the short, the out of stock, all kind of different scenario, right? But when you go with your good money, in the private pharmacies and them, it pack up there until you have to keep, watch now, it overloaded on the shelf on them. What is really going on? Is it that the employees, we asking a question, we would like our administration to look into this, please. Is it that the employees and them is taking or thieving or stealing or however they want to put it as, that is never in stock? The only thing you could get in stock is a Panadol. You're sure about that? Right? After a couple of hours for whatever your situation is in this lifetime. You know? So what's going on with the other medications and them? I find that is something going on since from the last administration. So we are pleading with our present administration to please look into this. Because the question was asked to them, and I sure was a shit saying that they don't know. So here what's going on. Let them implement something so that John public go know this is the reason why the short staff is because they never received this. Not that every time you go to them, we out of stock and they hit you back the paper and you go on your way. You have to go and spend your whatever. You understand what I'm saying? To buy whatever medication. Trinidad and Tobago, I find that is something that our present administration have to look into with a microscope. You understand? And the CDC plan, they really have to be checked going in and out for all the hours that they be in there. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's right true, this never there and that never there. And it's something repeating itself over and over and over.
Agree with you 100%.
Right?
100%. I agree with you. The pharmacy.
Yes, Andy, and I just pleading that, you know, they could really take it very serious because it's very serious. I'm telling you, I see it with my own two eyes that the senior citizen and them tears coming out of their eye. Reason being said is that every time they come, they say they have to be using the little kakada, in other words. You understand? This is something I was highlighted a long time, you know. And then when I saw it again, I say, yes, this is a wake-up call. This is something that is under needs to be tweeted out and be highlighted. It is long overdue.
It's good that you highlighted.
Trinidad and Tobago, some might agree, some might disagree. But what I'm saying is, blaming anybody in particular, but we're saying it across the board. Say the reason why put up a note is that the whoever didn't receive it for whatever reason, put up a note so that the whole John public can see, and when they ask about a better question, they will ask another question. I mean, you understand? So that is just my little point, Andy. And I would just like everybody to be safe, stay focused. You know, things happening. It mightn't come in the speed of time that we wanted, but coming to them vendors and them, Andy, there was a lot of illegal thing going on in there. Not even with your own people, but with the outsiders and them. And it was a serious thing going on the low. Who don't know? The media hiding the truth about it. There was a lot of illegal things going on in there, together with other things attached to it. So who don't know, want to say, oh, the government went in there and it's a wickedness and people calling the wicked. Hey, keep that. When you know the full story, there's three sides of story. Their side, his side, and the truth. And what all you need to know is know the truth and then speak. Because these people was noticed 2 years ago. And they've been begging and pleading and telling them to do the right thing.
Right, but
into question with that. There were people who have schools.
We had a rack up, right? We had a rack up to go for a quick break and come back, right?
Yes, Andy.
But give us an idea. Just give us 3 quick ideas of what illegal was going on in there in that Shogunas market.
1, drugs.
Selling drugs. Okay, so that weed, cocaine, everything was selling in there. That is 1.
And this is thing that people who was inside of there itself was reporting it. 2, there was other. It was some kind of other thing was going on where serious stress was taking place, right? And it's only when something really happened in the compound or that grounds there, then people would have understand what was going on for the longest while, who was getting stressed for whatever reason. It probably has to be linked to that in some other way. You understand? Yeah. And who was this transporter and whatever. And another thing, there were people who have installed there and upstairs the market. So is it that them is the only people who want to be laid out and being comfortable? This is being hide from the media domain.
Right, and before you rack up, I will give you number 4 then. Number 4, prostitution under low profile. I heard that.
Correct,
where
is right.
Boot empty thing, and then woman and then boom boom, and you just
correct
going
is
inside
right.
Correct
is right.
But you go ahead and rack
know?
up.
Yes, no, all you know. And the writing is the writing. Trinidad and Tobago, all you say safe and song, and you don't know Andy. And it's that.
And it's that. Sniper, take us to that needed break and come back.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Today is Good Friday, a day of solemn reflection and reverence. We remember the ultimate sacrifice made on our behalf, a reminder of love, forgiveness, and hope. Let us take this day to pause, reflect, and draw strength from faith. Talk City 91.1 FM wishes you a thoughtful and blessed Good Friday.
Your future
future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, our doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Hard-hitting, unfiltered, no scripts, no spin. This is Off the Record. Off the Record. With Stefan and Mr. X, where critical thinking meets real talk in real time. The conversations others avoid, we take them head on. Interactive, informative, entertaining, AI-assisted, and driven by your voice. Politics, society, culture, and the issues shaping now. No rehearsals, no apologies, just facts, fire, and fearless discussion. Off the Record. Weekdays 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Talk City 91.1 FM. Off the Record.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 47 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Your studio, the Pitbull of Radio, Lennox Smith. We are in studio here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yes, we're just to give some gray area issues that we were discussing earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, Esmond Ford. In fact, Esmond Irving Ford would have been, of course, the representative for Tonopuna, yes. And then, of course, Ashton Ford, yes, he was a parliamentarian very early. Probably that's why memory couldn't recall. I had to check it out. But yes, he was part of the second parliament of the country in 1962. So that's way back then. And then, of course, he was a councillor as well. But he served very extensively in the capacity of General Secretary of the PNM. And he is the man who, of course, has been leading the charge against the current mayor of Arima for action by the leadership of the party because he feels very strongly that he is not, of course, living up to the tenets of the party by engaging, of course, in activities that were considered to be taboo by going to a UNC function, one, and in recent times, of course, on the mayoral page, Facebook, he posted some issues that was, Ford, as far as Ford is concerned, considered to be personal, meeting with certain people from Guyana, etc., and launching some business. And he feels that that is not consistent. And of course, he made reference to people like Tim Key, who was fired because of his comment about that Japanese woman that was raped around Carnival time sometime in the past, and therefore he's seeing the present mayor infringing of a similar nature, and similar action should be taken. Well, of course, the leader of the party has responded, and she said she has some discussion with him, but he has a 2-year stint, and the 2-year stint at any rate has come to pass. We have a call on the side.
Nice. So let me say morning to Kingsley. Let me say morning to Kingsley. He and all sent a message saying the name Esmond Ford. Yeah. He and all sent a message saying that.
So thank you very much, Kingsley. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And my
raise your voice a little bit. Let me hear him.
My biggest boboli for this year, 2026, is the man who has his doctorate in boboli, Dr. Kit Rowley.
Oh, so your Good Friday boboli today is Dr. Rowley. Okay, thank you very much. Only let us know who are your Good Friday bubbly today, whether it be man or woman.
We have another call, and I'm sure many would agree. Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Andy, director, etc. A blessed morning to the Christian fraternity and by extension the whole of Trinidad on a blessed Good Friday. My choice for bubbly is penny, less, and fathomless. Her concept will be
penniless and who else? You say and fathomless? Who is that?
A penniless person is less than a cent. Is a fathom.
Okay. So that is your bully. All right.
That British currency. Go ahead, Matt.
All right, and then you have a consort as the fella. Budu Idemo, some kind of San Jove or something like that. He had to be. And the real Judas is the man who betrayed Trinidad and Tobago for 10 years, KCR. But more importantly, I come into a critical issue.
KCR.
Well, make it quick. Make it critical issue.
And the Nurses Association. You know what they just did recently? It had a criminal activity in Sawa where a bandit tried to rob a gentleman and his wife. They were driving a big shot car and a BMW. And they let him have it. He has gone to the Eric Williams and they say he is in a critical but safe. The TTNRA, because they have shut down and they're working to rule all the operating theater, has been judge and jury. They passed a death sentence on that gentleman. Go on. Have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. Next caller.
Pleasant good morning, Andy, Lennox, and Director Snipe. Happy Good Friday. This is the day the Lord has made.
Yes.
Andy, you know what I put in as a bubbly? I put in Roti Man and X. He played trying to read right. I can't be tell you, but I banned from calling in. When I was calling in for the last 9 years, they love me and congratulate me the things that I'm saying. When we were fighting and won a 4.7 day, and boy, the last regime, X used to come at Amar and saying the worst about my prime minister and deep playing like he did this and boasting he had this and he boasting he had that. I'd be glad for you. Don't try to feel like a press the dung chuddle and then you do come out and talk. This is the ground report. Everybody have a voice, say, oh, they didn't agree with the government, they didn't agree with that one. But I see an unjust and wickedness. And I put in our next man in the naughty corner who like to run through back door and promise you we home. He really thought the poor himself because he had a big press conference and he was ready, he was there. And he had his staff on him coming out to try to embarrass me and belittle me and the real discrimination and real victimization and real horse racing. I have plenty more to say. I can't stay silent because I was in silence for the last 9 years, you know. I was fighting for the unjust, for the poor down children, and I'm talking about down shoguners down there. We were fighting for that. When there was mashing up home in Diego Martin, all in this, that, the last regime, poor people flying the trade, the marshal plan them thing and tell them they gain them 6 months there and all that kind of thing. After that, what are they going to do? Will they get the money to go and rent and all that kind of thing? Them doing that building right now, it's too much unjust and because going on to the poor. So I need to keep up the good work and they deserve better than that. You can't talk right through. We need contracts, we need all kind of things. It's people who fight and toil with you. We can give them a little work. give them that. Lennox and them deserve better than that, because Lennox have a whole community to see, and down there have nothing going on right now in East West Corridor. We have to be real. Down there in a state, in a mess. So Andy, who vex loss, as the Prime Minister say, have a blessed and peaceful Good Friday, man. Keep up the good work. Love.
Next call, if you have any on your side there. Oh boy, oh boy.
No, nothing
All
at
right,
this
well, let me
point
take
in
on
time.
this side. Let me think on this side. Oh boy. So don't forget the numbers. You have a lot of numbers.
Tell us who you identify as your Good Friday Bobody, because this is the tradition. This is part and parcel of Good Friday. And of course, and I don't consider it to be a mockery of Jesus Christ, but you know, it would have come from that exercise, and it's more a mundane and carnal event, simultaneous, of course, and juxtaposed or side by side with that of the crucifixion, which is extremely holy event, because it's about, as Andy rightly played earlier, the dying for the sins of all men, regardless of how sinful you would have been. In fact, on the cross, he had two other persons who were asking for forgiveness while he was there. But the man so wicked, after piercing him in the side, he eventually had to give up and say, "Lord, I commend my soul," and so on and so forth. And but of course he triumphed over death, because he rose from the dead, and therefore is now waiting on the world to come to an end before.
Do you think
he sits in judgment
of
all of us?
Yeah, but do you think the world is wicked because Almighty, well, Jesus died for all our sins, so whether we dig out somebody eye, thief the chicken, no matter what we do, we are forgiven because Jesus died for we. I think people believe that they, they think. So that's why everybody doing madness, they can nuclear the place and all, and nobody will pay because Jesus died for everybody's sins. Mad people's sins too. Rape a man's sins. So,
well, let's face it, it's conditional. Of course, you have to eventually repent, and no matter how dread, how deep, how broad, how high the sin is, if you repent sincerely, then of course you are forgiven. This is that context. His magnanimity for mankind.
I was saying, because I started doubt Jesus, I believe in God. I started doubt Jesus because I was saying, well, how manage them boy and them not getting catch, who murdering people and them high crime people and them ain't getting catch, and them white collar crime people. Because when they thief the millions, the morning early, Lord forgive me for thieving $20 million from the coffers of the pocket. To hell with the poor people of Trinidad and Tobago. I had 20, none for them. Pow! Pow! Lord forgive me for just killing that man there, Lord. You died for my sin. Please forgive me, and God make sure they didn't get catch. They could go back again and shoot again and thief again, because he died for the sin. Remember that, just repent. Remember the repent,
Yeah, well, like.
Is it like that? Is it like that?
Like the criminal law, or most of the crimes, you have what is called actus reus, which is the act itself, where you shoot, and then you have the mens rea, which of course is the mental state. Well, it's the mental state that I suppose will determine whether or not you are forgiven, because you can't just say today that I'm sorry, and then tomorrow you're going to do the same thing. It means therefore that would not have been a sincere.
Now, well, they ain't teaching me right, man, because I see on TV where men killing people and then going in the booth talking to the pastor sweating in a booth there. You ain't seen what the pastor and, Pastor, I've just killed someone. Yes, Pastor, I want you to pray for me. Pastor making sign in the cross there. You ain't never see that in a movie, boy? So like that.
Yeah, especially in the Catholic, they call it the penance box.
Yeah.
Where you don't see his face, and so on. In fact, I saw a movie where the priest himself was in fact the assassin.
Of course.
But he finds himself, of course, in a situation where he is pronouncing over sinners. So that's it. That's the beginning, the alpha and omega of human beings. You know, they could be as deceptive as possible, and you simply do not know. But of course, we have grown to believe that he knows. He, the higher one, knows, of course, your heart and your mind and so on. So you can't fool him.
All right. So the pastor boy, he good. He forgiving the killers.
Pastor, he giving instructions. He saying down in the box, fella come in there and he giving instructions as to who to go and kill. So it's a good guys to engage in crime, you know. We have to go for the news. We have to go for the news, yes. And when we come back more on this Good Friday edition on Talk City 91.1.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest news to the hour. Trinidad and Tobago has been approved to pursue a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for the 2027 to 2028 term. Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers confirmed the candidacy in the Senate on Wednesday, noting it will highlight regional priorities such as curbing small arms trafficking and addressing new security challenges linked to artificial intelligence.
As a member of the UN, we have adhered to the charter of the body, unlike what has been said previously. Trinidad and Tobago appreciates and recognizes the magnitude of the responsibility bestowed on the Security Council. And for small states like Trinidad and Tobago, the maintenance of an international rules-based order and security is of paramount importance. It is the government's primary view that we can only be better together if we confront complex and evolving global issues head-on instead of burying our heads in the sand.
Minister Sobers said the country's campaign is gaining momentum with areas of focus aligned with the objectives of respect for regional and international rule of law.
Once elected, we would ensure that the voices and perspective of all states are meaningfully represented in the work of the Security Council. Trinidad and Tobago is in the process of campaigning for its candidature as a non-permanent member of the UNSC for the term, as aforesaid. The areas of national priorities which will impact the role played by Trinidad and Tobago are consistent with its stated objective of respect for regional and international rule of law, security, protection of vulnerable communities, and addressing emerging threats of illicit trafficking of small arms, light weapons, and artificial intelligence.
He added that this country's bid is currently uncontested within the group of Latin America and the Caribbean. Minister Sobers reaffirmed Trinidad and Tobago's stance on maintaining cordial bilateral relations with partners. In other news, poor diet is fueling the majority of hospital admissions in Trinidad and Tobago. That's according to the Dean of the Faculty of Food and Agriculture at the UE St. Augustine campus. Addressing stakeholders on Wednesday evening, the Dean said Trinidad and Tobago is treating the symptoms of poor health, but not its cause. He warned that national food choices and limited nutrition policies are overwhelming hospitals and costing taxpayers billions of dollars. Professor Woody Vera pointed out that while agriculture receives relatively little support, the health sector is forced to treat diseases that could have been prevented with better diets.
The root of the matter is the nutrition, the food that we produce, the nutrition that we give to our people, because 80% of the people that end up in the hospital is because of the food that they eat, the nutrition that, that is the poor nutrition that they would have had.
He argued that national spending tells the same story, with heavy investment in curing people, but far less in preventing illness through better food systems. With most chronic diseases linked to diet, Professor Woody Vera noted that real progress will require stronger national policies that treat nutrition as a health intervention.
For us to address this issue, there must be a concerted effort in the area of collaboration. We must see government academia, we must see the private sector and civil society coming together. And the government plays an important role because that is where the policy comes from.
In sport, the Caribbean is gearing up for some high-level youth netball action. Trinidad and Tobago will host the 22nd Jean-Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Tournament running from April 11th to the 17th at the UB-SPEC in St. Augustine.
The Jean-Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Tournament is the flagship of the Caribbean Netball Association and the nursery of regional netball development since 1998.
8 nations will compete: Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the Cayman Islands, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and defending champions, the host nation, Trinidad and Tobago. President of Netball TNT, Debian Francois, says the stakes go beyond the trophies.
This is more than a tournament. It is a spark that lights the way for our youth, our communities, and our region. Jean-Pierre believed in the power of young athletes to inspire nations.
Captain of defending champions Trinidad and Tobago, Jerusha Defeens, says her squad is leaving nothing on the court. In weather news now, today will be fair. It'll be partly cloudy by late morning into the afternoon, with a few brief showers favoring hilly areas and a low chance for an isolated heavy shower over western Trinidad. Seas are moderate, with waves 2 meters in open waters and 1 meter occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. And that's the latest from the TTT Newsroom. Do join us again at noon for another update.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Strong academic performance is important, but preparing students for today's world requires much more than exam results alone. At the SEA Awards ceremony recently, that point was highlighted by Minister of Education, Dr. the Honorable Michael Dowlath, who spoke to the skills students need to succeed in a rapidly changing world. Because success today is not only about what students know, but how they think, adapt, and apply that knowledge.
Excellence in the 21st century requires more than strong academic performance. It requires the ability to think critically, to adapt, and to navigate in a world increasingly shaped by technology, information, and global connectivity.
That shift is already being supported through greater access to digital tools in the classroom.
From this 2025 student cohort, all of you would have entered Form 1 receiving laptop computers as part of the government's continued commitment to supporting digital learning. And this places powerful learning resources directly in the hands of our young people. And so, all you students, you have been given a platform for exploration and for excellence. Use it wisely. Use it to ask questions, to challenge assumptions, to build solutions, and to pursue ideas that could transform not only your lives, but the lives of others.
Minister of Education, Dr. the Honorable Michael Dowlath, stated that teachers, principals, guardians, and communities' sacrifices have been noted and are appreciated. Now, for more information on programs and initiatives within the education system, please visit the Ministry of Education's website at www.moe.gov.tt, and you can also visit the Ministry's Facebook page for more details.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At T&Tech, safety is our priority. T&Tech, the power to make it work.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Today is Good Friday, a day of solemn reflection and reverence. We remember the ultimate sacrifice made on our behalf, a reminder of love, forgiveness, and hope. Let us take this day to pause, reflect, and draw strength from faith. Talk City 91.1 FM wishes you a thoughtful and blessed Good Friday.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a day. Time really flying. Time check. It's at 10 minutes past your 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the few taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers that are on the road there working. You know, they ain't going to come out in their mass because they know it wouldn't have all that amount of people on the road. So most likely them just be the owners and them we could judge back. But the ones who go work today is who working for somebody. Yeah, because Good Friday, Holy, God Day, anything they them owner with their money by. That owner ain't going and say, well, it's Good Friday. Hey, you take that money for yourself. When you're done, they buy.
I think those who come out, they realize that they alone will rule the roost, so to speak, and therefore will make extra because of the lack of competition. So I remember engaging, and I love to work on a holiday and so on. So I suppose there are those who recognize that you make double, triple the amount.
Because everybody inside.
Because everybody inside, yeah. So those who are so inclined, I think that they will make they'll have a bumper harvest, so to speak. But I also want to share that to the listeners and the callers that, of course, you realize that we didn't have Andy's cabbage for today for obvious reasons. And similarly, of course, consistent with our tradition, we would not have, of course, the Word for Today challenge either. We simply would only do it when, of course, Andy is able to engage. But that being as it may, I also want to send a message to the business community. You can advertise with us as well. You can call Andy as well, or you can call me, and of course we will convey to the appropriate system that has been established, of course, here at TTT, and specifically, of course, 91.1, the radio aspect or part of the whole network. So you can do that. My number, of course, is 337-6940, 337-6940. I know that a lot of businessmen are at home at this point in time, so I think we can throw a picture just as the smart maxi taxis and taxis will, of course, come out today. Well, of course, we are saying that you are at your home, so you know that you can advertise right here, of course, on a network that reaches everybody and across Trinidad and Tobago in particular, but across the globe. And therefore, we are saying that you can advertise right here, and of course the packages are pretty reasonable. We can have multiple packages where people make several contributions. So if you have a business that has other competitors or other persons involved and you want to advertise here your product, your service, then of course do so. You can do so. As I said, call Andy. Andy, is it correct to say 366-3053? Yeah. Okay, right. So 366-3053. That's Andy, 366-3053. And of course, me, 337-6940. 337-6940. So you business people, you're home now relaxing from, of course, a very hectic week. And you're taking the opportunity, of course, to cool out. Well, of course, business is never
Snipes, I sent something Friday on the Talk City WhatsApp. You go give me your kind of voice. Yeah, you give me your kind of voice. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the Honorable Finance Minister, Mr. Dave Tanku. A pleasant good morning to you. And I really feel I'll be coming down there. Yeah. Let me eat some curry, man. Let me, oh boy. So a pleasant good morning to you, Honorable Minister. And you're doing a very great job in that finance ministry. Snipes,
listen, you have to commend these guys for the task that they would have been challenged to do, coming out of what I consider be the desert of the last administration, and the fact that so many things were left undone, and now that they have to remedy, rectify, and smoothen out, and of course move Trinidad and Tobago forward. So I think the entire team, selected by, of course, the Honorable Prime Minister, they need to be commended.
Nah, man, Mr. Tanku more unique, man. I could be biased.
No, he has
unique.
The ultimate, what I consider to be challenging task. But, he has the ultimate, because the Prime Minister will depend on him. All the other ministers will be dependent on him. How we might do, because it's about money.
Yeah, but you see, I believe, Snipey, I will bring an injustice. My hoarse voice and the way there is an injustice is something so big. So I'll leave it to a professional like yourself to invite us. Go ahead, Snipe.
Well, MP for Faizabad Dave Tanku presents Curry Duck Cookout and Family Day. It's going down on the 5th of April, Easter Sunday. Get yourselves ready for Ravi B, Karma Nisha B, Nishad M, Rahman Gopal, Adish Samaru, Devanan Gatu, and much more. St. John's Trace Recreational Grounds. It's absolutely free. No coolers or glass bottles allowed. Bring the entire family and come.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What do that
is an experience.
I want to make a point, Andy.
Go ahead.
I want to learn to do a ablip sino. So Trinidad and Tobago again. Hold on. Da-da-da-dan. The pitbull gonna need curry Sunday. The fifth boy. Da-da-da-dan. Go ahead. Let me see how we do it again. Go ahead.
MP for Faizabad Dave Tanku presents Curry Duck Cookout and Family Day, April 5th, Easter Sunday. Get yourselves ready. Bring the entire family and come. It's going down at St. John's Trace Recreational Grounds. Admission is absolutely free. Get yourselves ready for the likes of Ravi B and Karma Nisha B, Nishad M, Devanan Gatu, and much more. Remember, no coolers or glass bottles are allowed.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was making a point, Andy, that people in the north, right, where I'm from, of course, Laventille, East Port of Spain, etc., they really, when they go south and they go into these what I consider to be far-flung community, I didn't want to say country, because no part of Trinidad and Tobago could be considered to be a serious countryside. They are amazed, because they believe that the whole country has the culture, speaks and has the same attitude as they. And I'm making a picture for persons in the north, and in the first quadrant of Central, because they are there as well, or along the East-West corridor in particular, to pay a visit and go and see how other people enjoy themselves and recreate, etc., other than us. I think it will be an eye-opener. I am saying so because I remember very distinctly when the NAI was in office, and they had this agricultural program where abandoned estates were being rehabilitated, but with labor from the north. So the Ministry of Works will provide, of course, the transportation. They assemble at the various locations designated, and then they will go in the morning early to these far-flung communities where these abandoned estates would have been, and work and so on. And in the evening time, they come back, very, very tired, but the stories that they would have brought back was so amazing to so many particular. farmers. You know, so I'm making a pitch for that curry duck event that, you know, try and get there. Transportation is pretty easy, but those of you who have your own transport, the whole world, the whole country is invited, and get down there and make your own observation. You don't have to take what I say. Make your own observation, and you'll see that what you experience, what you know, is different to what to other parts of the country, and you may well learn something and add it to your own experiences for improvement to your own circumstance and maybe your community. Yeah, Andy.
Yes, so boy. So Trinidad and Tobago again. Who is your Good Friday bubbly? Let me play some WhatsApp messages there. Quick. You have no choice. Go ahead. Oh boy.
Oh, you tried to on this morning. Andy, you know, I am listening to it is first to begin. Let me say before I even go any further, I fed up at Digicel and the cable. Andy, you have to pay so much money for this cable, you can't owe them. And every minute is a negative issue with this cable, this Digicel cable. And you know, when you call or you try to get some information about, you know, or to complain about the bad service, you're only getting them Jamaican on the phone and all kind of press 1, press 2, press 3. When they're taking people money, you don't have to press nothing, you know. And if I haven't found out where it is, let me go in and tell them that I am not putting up with this bad service no more. You understand? Too much of nonsense going on in this country, right? And anyway, I finish with that. And as for this idiot Stewart, I cannot believe that is the same man that was the head of these nurses for how much years? And he was like a lamb. I see him on the TV there this week, ranting and raving and so damn disrespectful, talking about Dr. Gopi Singh. Idiot Stewart, that man is a professional. He is doing what has to be done to fix the health sector in this country. You understand? But all of them in health, and the good, honest, hard-working ones, all you know all yourself. But the rest of them, they want the slackness, you understand? And the non-performance, and the wickedness and sinfulness to continue, you understand? And the fraud, you understand? And when a government come in place that trying to fix the health sector for the benefit of all citizens, that is when they just turn beast. And they want to tell you it's about the money and the salary. It's not about the money and salary, it's more than that. You understand? They want the non-performance, lawless, heartless, good for nothing attitude across the board in this country to continue. You understand? But this government had to put the foot down and do what is right. And once you're trying to do what is right, you're going to hear the haters. And all of them who complaining is the set of evildoers, the set of non-performers, the set of lawbreakers, the set of haters. Is them complaining. You understand? But if they feel this UNC is the UNC between 2010 and 2015, when they say, get rid of this one, do that, and my prime minister was soft then, she fired Jack Warner, she fired this one because them say so, hey, all you, get in all your lane, get in all your lane, you hear? All you ain't bullying this government and telling them what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Guess what? Let me tell all you this now. They are fixing Trinidad and Tobago for the benefit of all the good, decent, law-abiding citizens. And they have to make tough decisions, and government, do it. And it's either all you abide by the law, abide by the decision, or guess what? Pick up all your bag, all your box, all your pan, and whatever it is, and go home and get out of people's face, you understand? Because let me tell you now, all the nonsense in this country, across the board, has to stop, and it has to stop now. You understand? So let CNC3 and them got 1% media continue encouraging all you to show up bacchanal every day. You understand? And see if that go work. But let me tell all you, not this time. You see, this 5 years here now. Trinidad and Tobago getting fixed. Blessings.
Good morning, Lennox and Ruby and the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. When you say you started to doubt Jesus Christ, don't doubt him. I am in my Father, and my Father is in me. We are 3 in 1, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. When Jesus Christ went out into the garden to have a conversation with his Father, he left his disciples and they were all sleeping. Everything that Jesus Christ does, he does it under his Father, which is G-O-D, God. They are 2 in 1. So don't doubt him. Everything that he does, he advocates with his Father. So don't doubt nothing about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the Son of the true and living God, and he does everything under his Father. So listen properly, watch properly, read properly. God is God and will always be God, but the Son is the advocate for his Father. Have a good morning.
Bang, 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 bang.
Nice, I like that. You know why I like that? Again, that's me. I always have to be a devil's advocate throughout certain things to get certain people to come out and, clear the air with various things. Thank you so much, Mother Bernie, for clearing the air on the Father, his Son, and his Holy Spirit with his 3 in 1. Well, Ole will do a greater job explaining that. But nowadays, boy, people and science, they're telling me that all kind of thing about them, about that kind of thing. Come on, let me hear where else we playing here.
Yeah, well, here we have...
Andy, morning again. Ground reporters, morning again. Andy, my Good Friday bubbly, and the reason why I will choose that individual, I will send an example after, is Miss Penny. Miss Penny Beckles is my Good Friday bubbly. And the reason for that is because I look up to her as a mother, a woman, and she is now the opposition leader, which is, she's still a woman. And, to hear she discriminating Kamala and talking certain thing about Kamala and sided with, an evil man like Mr. Dr. Rowley, who I believe supposed to be the father of the nation or was the father of the nation, and treat each and them so bad and discriminate women and say all kind of dirty, derogatory thing about women. And you as a woman, you Miss Penny Beckers as a woman, supported in this and still supporting this man. So for that, as a woman, as a mother, a grandmother, yeah, use my Good Friday bubbly boy. And Andy, and I had to come back in, and use why I had to come back in and need to deal with Lennox. Everybody look up to Lennox as the big word man, even including you. You just to call him the big word man, a man that was a former teacher. Lennox, you still going or trying to teach the people then that when the world come to an end, this world is without end. Mr. Lennox, Mr. Big Wood Man. That is why when you're praying after you're coming down to the end, you just say, world without end, amen. I don't believe the world have an end. If the world have an end, I would like you to explain this to the nation, because I don't think the world have an end. It's we had the end. It's we going to lead the world. So I would like that to be explained, because I kind of confused. I've been looking at that for the longest while. So you, Mr. Big Wood Man, Lennox, I give you that task this morning.
all I will respond to, check the Bible. Right? And he has to come again. All right? And when he comes, he would have come when? All right. I suppose you know that too. Yes, we have to go for a break. And when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is.
future is safe with us.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TNTech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TNTech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TNTech, safety is our priority. TNTech, the power to make it work.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Today is Good Friday, a day of solemn reflection and reverence. We remember the ultimate sacrifice made on our behalf, a reminder of love, forgiveness, and hope. Let us take this day to pause, reflect, and draw strength from faith. Talk City 91.1 FM wishes you a thoughtful and blessed Good Friday.
Talk City 91.1, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check. It's 31 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. You're shooting the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith in studio. Not forgetting ones and the twos, Director Snipes. But I hadn't finished playing the voice notes. But I'm watching Lennox's face there with this, our notes since Teddy. Bring it thing, and I find like I feel it's a smart man thing played on there. Because Lennox normally just go through all long set of words to explain things when I just get to the point. And to answer Teddy this morning, Lennox talk like me. But less than 5 words, by something wrong. Really keep laughing all your words. No.
You wouldn't believe off the air. I was just saying that to him.
Yeah, boy. Boy, what's he face? How he go through the long explanation?
He mash up that process in seconds.
Yeah, boy. Lennox, you're very smart there with Teddy, man.
What is obvious? There is no need to elaborate.
Oh my God, Teddy boy, well you hear for yourself, eh? Because I am not still waiting for the answer, you know. The man hit me that question, that answer so short that I still am not wondering. But what really
the man
was
has to come again, and he has to come when? That's all. Consult. Very easy. Very easy. Let's go to the voice notes.
Baby boy. Nah, let me take the voice notes. Wait, I am not still waiting for the answer. Yes. Let me wait. Teddy, I hope you send back a voice note acting in a different place. Lennox and beat around the bush with that, and you know he don't care the enough assess of the telegraphy, and he just got deep to explain something by. I am all still waiting for the rest. I shock he done talk there already. Let me go. Let me continue this voice note. Yes.
Yes. Let's continue the voice note.
I understand what you're saying, Lennox. But I remember we don't know K90 like dog. You could bite and rip. Those said that we don't have that kind of teeth. I could debate you on that anytime. We cannot buy simple, now make a example beef. Sometimes we cook it and it's hard, we can't even rip it. Because we don't have that kind of jaw. But get an animal, get a dog or that same meat and you try to rip it up easy. All I'm saying, we have to be careful eating out here. And some people believe you have to eat fish and these stuff to get protein, but not really now, boy. Just be careful eating out here. That's all I say now, boy. I ain't saying we can live on plants, right? True. But I just saying we can't live on meat because as I get sick or as I get cancer, as I get diabetes, doctor say stay away from all animal product. Cricket telling you that. Stay from leg, stay from that.
Alright. Let me read a thing there, Otuda. Otuda is saying, what, you mad, Lennox? The man the man came and they kill him. He dead. Come back where? To dead again? That is the most stupid thing I ever heard. So me and Lennox, you had a clip there saying, no, the man done dead, he go come back again.
No, well, all I said afterwards was to consult your Bible. That's all. The information is there.
All right.
And of course, you could look at Revelation and see what will be happening, according, of course, to the Bible. And unless such persons would want to rewrite it, they are called, of course, revisionists, according to their liking.
Boy, well, Lennox, I feel telling you, there, boy, you're on your own partner. You on your own go consult the Bible, and you find out where the world have end, right? I out of that.
Morning, Mr. Andy again. Morning. Andy, I kind of replied with Mr. Lenny. Mr. Lenny, if you have something against me, let me know, man.
Of course.
Every contribution I make, you have a problem with it. Listen, I worked almost 4 years in the jail. I went to court with prisoners right there in Broward, right in the main jail. Right? I work in all the jails and then women in jail too. I work in all of them as a medical nurse. But inmate. Plus my son-in-law is a cop down in Fort Lauderdale. Plus my son-in-law is a U.S. Marshal. Plus his brother is work for the FBI. He retired now. Plus, when we have anything inside, a lot of cops have been in my house. When I have anything for Christmas, I think if friends and mates come across my house, I ask a lot of questions. Okay, my friend? I'm not stupid. Or Mr. Lenny? All right? I'm not a stupid person. Okay? What I am talking about, why I'm talking about put that on listen, should I keep that?
What else?
As evidence. And work on it and get the evidence. Yes, it's right to put it out there in your United States to put it out there. And have hotline calling, right? They call it hotline. When Trinidad have that? The criminal self is the police. So a partner come and give and call them to tell them this certain person so and so. Like what Andy said. And tell the criminals that you reporting them. It doesn't work for Mr. Lenny. It's a different thing you're talking about. You are right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But this is different. It's Trinidad and Tobago. It's different. We do different things. So stop. Get off of my back, okay?
Oh gosh.
I does not call about your contribution, which sometimes is very stupid. I don't say anything. I stay quiet.
Oh, hallelujah.
All right, mister?
Of course. Oh, hallelujah. God is worthy.
Only on the ground report.
It's a beef going on there.
Only on the ground report. Only on the ground report.
It's a beef. Normal on a Good Friday.
Yeah, but you see, I said a prayer one time. Let me say the prayer, Lord. Say it go remain normal.
An exception to the rule, yes. But that is how it is on the ground report.
Yeah, well,
very, very versatile and very controversial at times. But people, of course, vent their feeling when they have a beef with someone. So that is what has happened there, people. So don't be too perturbed, even though it's a very holy day.
Because remember, the both of them are away. So it's away Trinidadian against away Trinidadian. But it's Good Friday, as Snipes says. So again, before I take the next voice note, yes, as Pastor Andy comes to you, the congregation this morning, on a Good Friday, making peace. Hallelujah. I want to hear hallelujah. Making peace between our family, the Ground Report family, this morning. on this Good Friday. Brother Lenny, Brother Kenrick Prasad, you all are brothers, and I have a tune for you all. Let me touch you all forward here. Ooh, I'm feeling some heavy spirit. Oh, hallelujah. God is worthy. He is waiting for us. Amen. Let me get an amen, Lennox Smith. I can't get amen, partner.
Amen, my friend, of course, and make peace.
And make peace.
And avoid anybody pissing you off.
Yeah. Hey, let me continue that voice. Don't tell them there, boy. Where the hell, boy? Just so you know, I'm shocked.
Totally love the show on a holiday.
Make peace. But don't let anyone piss you off.
Yeah, boy. Of course. Let me continue these voices. Don't tell them there. Boom, bam, bam, bam. Nice. For a matter of fact, let me take a call by the midnight.
We have callers as well, huh?
We have a call.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Good morning. Welcome to the Ground Report.
A blessed good morning, Lennox and Andy. It's a while I haven't spoken to you all. A blessed Friday. In the Islamic world, we'll say Jumu'ah Friday. Yes. Every Friday is a blessed day.
Yes.
But I heard a caller spoke about her medication. And I am a member of the Arima Health Center Clinic for many years. And one of the things when people have special need to get special medication, the doctors, the administration don't bring it in any public hospital pharmacy for the reason why many people won't apply and it will expire. But if you have an illness and the doctor recommends you to get this special medication, you let the doctor sign off a letter stating that you cannot get it in the public health center, and you take it to social welfare, and they will administer you for 6 months, depending how long the doctor prescribed the medication, and they will pay for it. That is one of the recommendation, which I know not happening under this government, not from the last government, from the last previous government, is something that is there to assist and help the underprivileged people with their medication. Gentlemen, I want to thank you all very much and have a blessed and wonderful day.
I want to tell you thanks for bringing that very, very important information to us before you go. Again, to all the people that know they don't have that money for medication, especially at the public health office, tell them what they can do again in order to get that assistance. Only write here on the Gong Report. Hey, I want your phone number, yeah? I want your phone number. Go ahead, caller. Tell them again. Oh, God, don't tell me she gone.
She gone.
Oh, gosh, and I was she number. All right,
we have another call here.
We have another call, of course.
I want Mr. Maraj.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the magnificent, intelligent pitbull.
Hey, good morning to you, Mr. St. Joseph. But Mr. Maraj from the bookstore, call me, please, 366. Yesterday, I don't know the number you call me on. Let us see your crowd for that number for me again.
Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning to these nights and Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I think happy Good Friday to each and everyone in the blessed Trinidad and Tobago and all over the world, because thank you, mighty King Jesus, you had come in this world and say, you save yourself, you save us, and you take that pain, you went through that agony over the years, and thank God, at this time, you know, people have to change and repent and walk away from the evil, wicked ways. That's too much of wrong things going on, boy. You know, this morning, this Friday morning, boy, this 1 year, this April since this government come in office. I say, Andy Pitbull, Mikey K, and Snipes, take $1 million and put it in all their pockets this morning, boy. You know, the good work is
Okay, but where we going for it?
Have to work.
All right, but you can't continue. Let's say let we know we're going to get $1 million, you know, so when we done, you say Andy Snipes and right. Well, let's pick it up.
It's coming, my brother, because the other get point too. Anyway, let me say this. Yes, my brother.
You evangelizing or you're telling me about go pick up your money, no telling me coming?
What I want to say to my good brothers and then here this morning, my brothers, we know that this April month, on the 28th of this last year, this government comes 1 year, it will be 1 year in office. And you know, we want the good work to continue. We want the Honorable Prime Minister to, because we the people, of the people, by the people, for the people, will hold
very good. Thank you.
Accountable for certain things in this country. And you know, we know the Honorable Prime Minister is a very good lady. She will hold the bull by the horn and control it to do what we have to do. By all, we see good development starting to take place. Because we will leave that right there and we will elaborate. I want to say good morning, and before I go...
Thank you very much. Go ahead, quick.
That Judas who is playing the fool, we will beat that Judas today, boy.
Who?
Boy,
who's your good fighter, Bubbly?
Now, the Judas will get licked and exposed.
All right.
Wrongdoing, the Anti-Corruption Investigation Bureau, the Fraud Squad, all of them is what the monitoring, you know.
All right, thank you.
Come in.
All right, thank you. Oh boy. But before I go to them voice note again, I seen online Lisa, pleasant good morning to you, Lisa Francis. She said, Andy, don't be shocked by anyone's contribution. Michael is saying to the lady, that's truth. The lady that, hey, Miss Lady, could you please call the Pitbull, the one who tell we if we ain't get through in the public pharmacy, that we just have to get the doctor to write the prescription that we need, and we can carry it to the Social Development Ministry. My number is 366-3053, 366-3053. The next one is that Mr. Muhammad, I tried going back to those numbers to see, so I'm not too sure if he had called me direct line or on the cell phone. Remember, we had to send the flyer from here for the kids and them to come and get the Lennox, what it is the kids had to get again? And then we have to arrange, because we want to promote
those Pass C papers, those Pass C papers that he said he has in abundance. I will want to get some as well, because we, as I said, we have the kids corner on the corridor transformation that we want to start hopefully just after or when school reopens. And I think it's a very, very
let me just mention that they actually charge you $100 for.
And yes, $100 they normally would charge. And if he has several pass papers, it will do wonders for those students who are to sit. Of course, it wouldn't help those who have already passed through that system, but certainly moving into the future. Yeah.
So Mr. Mohammed, if you're listening today, because I know today is a Holy Friday, you may or may not, could you please contact the Pitbull, please, 366-3053. I want to do that honors and put that special touch on your bookstore. Yes, people must know they have to come by you. When school open, before school open, and I had to buy books by you. So, Mr. Mohammed, please, could you, I can't find back the number. I'm feeling like a lost child. So please.
Yeah, and I suppose Andy didn't want to say that, of course, he's expecting that check as well.
Yeah, well, you know that everybody don't read between the line there, you know. But it's a Holy Friday, Lennox Smith, I can't come across. So, on this Holy Friday, to Mr. Mohammed.
Unless you're saying that we are 7 days.
Oh, all right. But I didn't want to...
But I want to end on a controversial note, because the people are ascribing the Boboli to, of course, Judas and so on. But if you're ascribing the Boboli to Judas, how come Jesus Christ get beat?
Yeah,
whipped?
Judas wasn't whipped.
Judas was whipped. How have we reconcile that? Maybe somebody in the Christian community could probably extrapolate that and explain that to us. Because
I don't even think
unless the Boboli is something separate,
anything to do with the church. Yeah?
Well, it could be some
separate.
mundane, some carnal invention, just as Christmas, where you have one side, you have the Christian part, and then you have, of course, the commercial side.
We have to go for the break.
We have to go for the break, of course. So people marinate, as Andy and Mikey would say, and when we come back, more.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, or slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
The flagship with Sudath Prasad and Fritz Heavy Samuel. Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Yes.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. I am a good friend Central. Talk about illegal thing was going on. People move vending down there and looking for the what illegal thing was going on. People flying the trade and looking for the place real hard. And it's war in a political war in a YC. Going the 1st of April. And that man, backdoor Mike man, had a big press conference and really see he was down there with all the materials and them and have you waiting up so they're like a clown. And he run through the back. And he fights me down there. And the eye coming out and talking too much on trust and wickedness. And Roti man and X, who play like he's the best UNC when we were fighting on Amaro Station. After we done fight, he coming in and bashing my prime minister and saying the worst. She too lazy, she like a snake, she can't run the country. This woman say, my prime minister drinking and set up Bayram.
Yeah, but under all seriousness, I really don't want the bashing of other hosts within the Talk City network on our program. Because I wouldn't like anyone to go across by X and them program or Heavy them program or Kingsley them program to say Andy this or Lennox that or the Ground Report this or the Ground Report that. It wouldn't be right if I allow that kind of thing. If you are your personal thing with Mr. X or with Stefan or with their program or however it go, I think you and them had to organize and battle that. Please don't bring issues from one program to the other, especially if all of you on the same network, same Talk City 91.1 FM, whereby a program allowing a caller to be on a next host of a next program. It don't feel well for camaraderie. That's my belief. That's my belief. Okay.
No, you're quite right, because
Absolutely
I thought his earlier comment, I thought it was an aberration. I thought it was just a one and done thing. But clearly, if it is being repetitive, as clearly it seemed to be, and then of course we have to put an end or a stop to that.
Yeah. Really don't bring one
But
program.
clearly something happened with them and him.
Yeah. So therefore, he could take it up with them.
Yeah, pick it up with them.
But certainly, don't take it up vicariously through, in other words, through us.
And I don't want to. Well, let me finish it first. Really quick. Let me just.
Go ahead.
Really quick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. To explain myself better and what I'm trying to really say, since in them timing, in Jesus Christ and Moses and them timing shit, the world supposed to done come down, and because at the end of the day, in them timing had more sacred and more fearful people pertaining to the Lord now, boy. But in this time in here, we are crazy and ruthless people that don't even fear the Lord now, boy. So, you, Lennox, explain that to me. How the world going to come down and boy?
Lennox?
Well, it has for some already. When the flood came.
Okay. All right. Shucks. Oh my God. Let me continue this voice.
Good morning to the magnificent tree. I just want to say that this bubbly thing, since I was small, we know about that, right? And as a Roman Catholic, we used to be serious about beating Judas, because we always believe that he's the man betrayed Christ on today, right? Good Friday. And today now you're hearing woman is bubbly and calling people name in bubbly. Since we small growing up, we used to make that on our Good Friday. But we never had nobody named beside Judas. So I believe now it's gone like a puppy show thing. We used to hold that real serious to our heart as a Roman Catholic. And now to hear Penny, we never know about no woman had no bubbly and all kind of thing. So this come like nothing serious again, like how we used to hold it then. Although that we know is something far-fetched and gone. But we used to hold it seriously. And the other part about murder, right, and forgiveness. As a Catholic, I know murder, willful murder, become a mortal sin that kill the soul and deserve hell. So it have no forgiveness for murder. It have forgiveness for, like if you defend yourself and you kill a man. But so long as you willfully kill a man, in our thing like a Catholic, is no forgiveness for that. And Jesus didn't die to make you forgiven of your sin just so. You have to repent for your sin and be baptized. And then your sin will be forgiven. So that Jesus said, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, a man have to reborn again. He tell Nicodemus that. So the idea is being born again means repent for your sin and being baptized.
I have to give you, honorable man, at least a minute quick, because we had to wrap up at 9 o'clock. Go ahead, Mr. Ramnarine from Canada. And I had a voice note to play now. Go ahead, Mr. Ramnarine.
Good morning, Lennox, and happy New Friday to both of you all and your crew.
Yes, yes.
I don't really have anything much to say except that I wish you all have a nice day and a good Easter weekend. Nice. Enjoy your day.
Yes, yes. Thanks so much. And how you feeling otherwise?
I'm okay.
Nice.
Trying to cope with it.
Nice. So strong as ever.
Sure.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, well, not strong as ever like before, but at least I'm getting there.
Well, right. Very good.
All
Very
right.
good. And
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And I still know that you're in the land of delivery.
Let's play this last voice. Close it quick.
Every life at we call that correct and the work can never end. Every life at promise take place in Trinidad, the world still now. They are like to keep conquering right through.
All right. So you said is real life go end, the world not gonna come to end. That's what you say. You agree with the man, but Lennox say it end already with the great flood. So boy, I don't know, boy. Lennox, good boy. He say the world come to end with the great flood.
Talk to Noah.
Trinidad Tobago. Coming up next is off the record.
Just now, before that, nobody told us that why it is that Judas is being beaten every time this period comes around. But in fact, Jesus Christ is the man that was whipped or flagellated. No, nobody tells us. But I suppose we'll know that on Monday.
All right. So all two hosts there today for.
Yeah, they are coming. Go ahead, Andy. Go ahead.
Oh boy! So coming up next, off the record. Well, Heavy will be
I understand Heavy is coming in. Heavy is coming in there, so people look forward to that.
Heavy will be holding for off the record. With Trinidad Tobago, yesterday is Friday, so for sure you will not be getting us until Monday morning. Please God, yes. Yes, Easter Monday holiday, yes. So prepare yourself to hear Easter Monday. Yes, sacrifice. We had to make the sacrifice. I hope I teach KFC how to sacrifice. You notice me, I have a holiday, Lennox and I have a holiday, Snipes and holiday. We making the sacrifice because we need to eat. We hungry. We need to eat. So, hard work is the key to success. And to eat, you must work to eat. You can't want to...
I wonder if you're doing that for KFC.
No, boy, I will never do that. KFC is a unique one. Remember, we just say we cannot have that kind of bacchanal on the programs. And he's a part of the program. So don't bring a problem between me and KFC.
No, I'm talking about the lesson.
Oh, the lesson.
Not being facetious.
All right.
Lesson.
All right.
Hard work is the key to success. I mean, nobody could fault anybody for that.
Right.
That's a good advice.
Yeah, Snipes, thanks so much for gracing us, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday morning, please God, too. On that holy Monday, Easter Monday. Oh boy, only could have choose anywhere else to lock on to. But you all choose Talk City 91.1 FM, the Ground Report to lock on. Keep your dials locked to Talk City. Coming up next, off the record, Heavy will be holding in. So until Monday morning, please God, same time, same place. On behalf of the Ground Report team, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. Ruff, ruff. We are out of here.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, or slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are the 1020